Click, clack, clickety, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click. It's your boy Silky B with the slightly bent prick. And yeah, I'm just doing my first ever live video podcast. I don't know. I'm hoping that the microphone's working okay. Just give me a quick second. I want to check on this other phone to make sure that the volume is okay and everything, and yada, yada, yada. In the meantime, just scratch and sniff your asshole. Why is this doing this? This wasn't doing this a second ago. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Why would it do it now? What if you don't want to update it though? Sorry about this, I'll be right there. This is fucking retarded. Of course this shit wants to fucking do this to me now. Fucking trashy ass fucking shit, man. Oh well, fuck it. We don't need it. We don't need it, man. I'll just have to run everything off this piece of shit, I guess. But anyways, let's see. I won't even be able to tell if I can hear this properly. All right, I'm gonna check the volume here over on this side. Well, you can hear me, eh? That's good enough. Fuck it. It's kind of hard to hear, but whatever. Anyways, clickety clack, clickety click, 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 click. Yeah, I was trying to get this fucking shit going, but it's, of course, once I started it up, everything just fell apart. So, anyways, my name is Paul, but I go by Silky B, and I have the most budget set up here. But I mean, like, I can only afford so much, so you got to begin somewhere. And I had a podcast before, and it was all right. It was just there was no video involved or nothing like that. But I'm shooting everything off the iPhone. I guess you can't really tell, anyways. But the microphone seemed to connect to it, so I'm quite grateful about that. And I never had a plan here. I just wanted to see if this worked, and just came online. I have no plan at all. I was gonna call my buddy with Asperger's. He is autistic or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I like to say Asperger's. And yeah, he has a cool opinion. I know, not a cool opinion. He has a really unique way of looking at things, and he likes to break down, I don't know, certain scenarios like from 4 different angles usually, or 5. Probably won't be a long podcast. Cookity clack. I can't even read I probably need contacts or glasses, but Vod Namer. How you doing? Like I was saying, I have nothing to talk about, man. I'm just shooting the shit. I'm in Canada, and we're getting hit hard with those tariffs, eh? Fucking Donald Trump. Just joking. I could care less about politics. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't pay attention. I just live my life and go to work every day and try to stay low key. But I guess this isn't really low key because I'm going live here, and I'm not really worried about saying anything because nobody watches the shit usually, anyways. But I mean, like, I'm not gonna lose my job over this. Like, they love me too much. Hey, cool. A fellow Canadian, eh? We got some Canadians in the police. There, I can kind of read now. I just gotta put this kind of closer to my face. Well, I appreciate you guys coming through. I plan on just, like I said, I had a podcast before, and I just never did the video live podcast. And the one unique thing about doing live podcasts is, well, first of all, like, it involves all of you guys out there, right? Which is pretty cool, and there's no chance to edit this shit. Everything is just genuine. It's real. You know, it's not none of that phony bullshit that, I don't know. I see too many podcasts, and I'm not trying to knock other people what they do, whatever. But it just, I don't. It just seems so fucking fake, man. Like, and I'm not saying I'm the realest guy out there, but I am who I am, and I've been like this since I was a little kid. You know, I haven't changed really. Besides, got a few gray hairs on my ball sack, and that is that. But I remain the same over the years. I mean, besides learning my lessons here and there, and I don't know. I guess I used to be a heavy drinker, but I've been sober since 2012. I smoked cigarettes for 17 and a half years, and I haven't touched a cigarette since like 2010, I think, something like that. Maybe 2011. And I loved smoking weed, man, but it was kind of holding me back because I was smoking 7 days a week, all day, every day, because I can do it while I was at work. And excuse me, and I've been sober from weed for like 3 months now. Yeah, I appreciate that, Dino. It's kind of cool. Like, whoever does come through, and anybody that does kind of shoot the shit with me and and whatever, just show their support. I don't do that kind of follow for follow bullshit or whatever, but I at least have the courtesy to go and check out if you have any content or whatever. So like, I go later on through the stream, and I'll just see who said what, and I'll check out their channel, and if it's something that I'm kind of into, I'll show love back. You know, otherwise I'll still drop a like or whatever, maybe even a sub. But like I said, that whole follow for follow thing, when I first started doing some Twitch, like, I was playing video games and getting high on Twitch all the time, and I noticed there was a lot of people just doing that follow for follow shit, and it was like, I kind of got caught up in that. But I noticed that all the people that you followed back and they followed you, it's like nobody was actually coming to check you out because everybody was a streamer, right? So it's like, usually when somebody is streaming, they kind of don't have time for other people's channels, and I was like, well, fuck, am I the only one without a life here? Like, fucking, I'm coming to your channel, checking your shit out. You're not saying these beautiful Uncle Jerry sucks your cock jokes or whatever. I'm a fucking comedic genius when it comes to the laughter. It gets a little weird. It gets a little dark. But yeah, I like to play in the shade. Clickety clickety. But maybe I shouldn't be saying those Uncle Jerry jokes. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? Whatever. I've been dropping my Uncle Jerry jokes for a long time. You know, I used to say, you gotta watch out, Uncle Jerry catch you under the mistletoe and try to fuck you. You don't want that. Yeah, have a good night, Dino. I appreciate that, man. Who knows, man? Whether it's, I don't plan on getting big, but if anything happens from this, it's just a hobby, and I enjoy doing it. You know, I enjoy sharing my experiences and touching down on everything, man. From like even just paranormal activity, man. I've dealt with a lot of ghosts and shit in my life. I've seen it. I've seen it enough to believe it. You know what I mean? So such a waste, eh? Yeah, I agree, Vod. I don't know if you don't mind if I call you Vod or Namer. Maybe Namer. Or is it Vod Namer? But you know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with you. It's like there's no actual connection there. It's like people just show up and like, hey man, hey we're doing a what the fuck would they call that? Would they flood your stream there? Not crash your stream, but what the fuck is it called? Fuck, I forgot what it was called. Some kind of party maybe or something, but where people would all come in there and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Blah blah blah. And that happened a couple times when I was playing a game called DayZ, and some people popped in and they said, "What's up?" And but after that, like nobody fucking stuck around. They were nowhere to be seen. You know, like they just. It was nice to have people pop in, but it's like as quick as they came, they left too. You know, and also I wouldn't feel right anyways with having some person jump in my channel with people from his channel or their or her channel, and then all of a sudden like maybe they thought I was a little bit funnier than that person or whatever, and they would leave them for them. I don't want to be the cause of that shit. Like if people find me, they find me, and if we get along, we get along. That's just the way it goes. I don't want people to damage what they built. You know what I mean? Like so, I don't want to be any part of that. I just want to be. I want to be me, man. I want to be me. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with the algorithm and all that shit. I have a lot to learn, man. Like I'm not tech savvy or anything. I still got to get uh, a couple more microphones. I got my little situation here with the table. I ordered some. What was it? A mixer where I can at least have two XLR cables hook up two microphones, so I can have two other people. And man, I've had this idea for a long time. And even tonight, man, I didn't plan on doing this shit because I'm not even properly prepared. I don't have anything going, but I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. I gotta press record. I gotta go live and go from there. When you I don't know, like when you envision something and you just if I would have seen it fail on my mind, then I would have already known, and I probably wouldn't even bother doing this shit, you know. But I'm not trying to say that I'm gonna blow up or whatever either. I'm just neither do I really want to. I just want to. I'm not too sure what I want. It'd be nice to have a community of people that got together a lot and just shot the shit. That's why I love calling it like shooting the shit. That's what my dad used to say all the time. When whenever we hung out and stuff, he's like, "Yeah, we're just hanging out and we're shooting the shit." Never had really had a topic to talk about or whatever. It was just whatever was really pissing us off at the time, or I don't know if my herpes was having a flare out and I was having some hard times with that, and I wanted to bitch about it for just joking. I think the only thing I had really was a cold sore from kissing this chick named Vicky in grade 7. I never had a cold sore besides my Uncle Jerry on Christmas giving it to me under the mistletoe. But this chick named Vicky, man, shout out to Vicky, Earl Grey School, Canada, Winnipeg. She gave me a fucking cold sore. And I dumped her the next day, and I was like, she was a sweet little blonde lady. Well, grade 7, I don't know. Like, is that creepy for me to say that now? Yeah, sweet little hottie. Like, what the fuck? But it was my girlfriend in grade 7, and I dumped her the next fucking day because she gave me a cold sore, man. It was embarrassing. Everybody said I had herpes or something. I don't know. Yeah, Winnipeg, eh? And I appreciate that, Vod, man. I'll check you out. I hope you don't mind me calling you Vod. Vod. Vod Namer. But yeah, Winnipeg, man. Fucking gritty city. The gritty shitty city. I'm hoping that the audio's okay too. It's not a bad mic. What is this thing? I already forgot. It's like a Blue Yeti, I think. And I bought it a while ago for streaming on the PS5 there. but then I just never got around to it. This is what I truly enjoy doing, was just shooting the shit with whoever came in. And my main guest will be like a co-host of mine. Like, man, he is fucking hilarious, man. There's nobody out there like him. I've never met anybody like him, and he used to annoy the fuck out of me when I first met him because I had to train him for I was cutting grass and doing snow removal and all that shit, and I had to train this fucking guy. And when he showed up for the first day, and I didn't even know that I had to train somebody that day, and he annoyed the fuck out of me so much. I just gave up anyways. I was like, yeah, you're gonna send me this dipshit to train, and like just another fucking loser, whatever. Meanwhile, I'm a loser, but you're sending me this fucking guy to train out of nowhere with no warning. So I was like, you know what? The first thing I'm not trying to be cool or anything, but the first thing I trained him how to do was we went to my apartment, and I got him fucking ripped out of his mind. We smoked a fat joint, and then we went back to work and swept up garbage or fucking cut grass, whatever the fuck we had to do. And then one day there was just something that hit me. I was like, you know what? Like, instead of being a miserable prick, I'm gonna give this guy a chance, you know. And this guy with Asperger's, ADHD, fucking autism or whatever is like fucking. Once I actually like, I don't know, gave the guy a chance. Like, man, I started to see that he's a fucking genius. Just misguided, you know. He hangs around with the wrong crowd, but this guy is a fucking. His brain is like a computer, you know. It's like the way he thinks is just incredible. Like, and it's hilarious because people with Asperger's have no filter at all. Like, they just say it how it is, and and they look at you with those beady little fucking eyes and wonder, like, yeah, what I mean, like, that they just have no idea, like, that they might have been in the wrong when they were saying something, but they're never in the wrong in my mind because they're just speaking the truth. And a lot of people don't want to hear that shit, you know, like, whatever. I actually wanted to get him on the phone. I was trying to call him, but that didn't work out. And then I was trying to set up this other phone so at least I could do that. And yeah, it's not working out. So, but I'm glad that this is kind of working. Instead of spending $2,000 on the setup, you know, like it's just like what do you call it? What the fuck do they call it? Like upgrading your PC, I guess. Whenever you get a PC at home, and you slowly build up the graphics card and all this other shit, and that's the way I'm looking at this. You know, I'm shooting it off my work phone, for fuck's sakes. Like, it's an iPhone. It's not even my phone. Otherwise, I have a busted up Galaxy S20, I think, and that could probably work too. But the main thing is at least having a microphone and yeah, I don't know, shooting the shit. And today, like, I should have wrote down a couple things I wanted to talk about, but I honestly don't know. I just wanted to see if this kind of came out okay, and then just continue, man. Of course, everything's gonna be shitty when you start off, you know, and it's just gonna gradually get better to the point where, who knows, maybe I can fucking just, I don't know, quit my job. Just joking. I don't mind working. I've worked my whole life. Besides, when I was younger and my dad was on welfare and he forced me to be on it with him because I had no choice. I was a kid. Just joking. I don't want to shit on my dad like he was a bad guy or anything, but R.I.P. Daddy. One love. I hope you see me. Anyways, I actually have a funny story about my dad. Whoever wants to hear this shit, but in around grade 7, so I don't know, maybe I was like 13 years old, 14, 13. And he used to have this thing called butt patrol. And he smoked cigarettes, right? So, and this is before I started. I started off young, but actually, no, I was smoking by then. I started at like 12 and a half. I was already trying to be cool and fucking smoke rollies and shit. But I wasn't a full-time smoker yet. I was just like, I just barely puffed at all. Anyways, the long story short, he would get us to go around a few blocks around the area there because we lived on a busy street, and we had to go find cigarette butts for him. And he called it Butt Patrol. And this fucking guy had a song. I forgot the song. I wish I remembered, but it was like Butt Patrol, something like that. And when I heard that when I got home, I was like, you fucking prick. What do you mean Butt Patrol, you cocksucker? I don't want to fucking go walk and get cigarette butts for you. Like, everybody already thinks I'm poor as shit. What am I gonna do if my friends see me picking up butts for you with my dirty fingers? You know, I want to go play baseball, not pick up butts. Fuck, man. So yeah, butt patrol. We used to have to go around and pick up butts for my dad. Not all the time, but I mean, like, that was one of his things that he got us to do. We're like his little fucking slaves, and until I was old enough to get the fuck out of there, that was that. But yeah, butt patrol, man. Yeah, who knows? If I get bigger, like I said, that's not the goal, but it would be cool to see something happen from this, man. I have no idea where it's going, but it's going somewhere, and I'm just gonna keep going because it's like a hobby of mine. I love talking to people and meeting people and shooting the shit. And like I said, it'll be a little bit more entertaining when I got my buddy sitting here and you can see both of us. And like I said, there's something about a live podcast that just means more. I don't know. It's just more genuine. It's not phony. You don't have to fucking you can't edit shit. Like once you say something, you said it. You know, like it's out there. Somebody can clip it and use it against you or whatever. They can go fuck themselves though, really. But I got nothing to hide, and I say what's on my mind, and I speak the truth. I speak from the heart, and I don't mean anybody any harm. I don't want to. I'm very open minded. I have nothing against anybody. If somebody doesn't like me, it's like at least like have a reason. And if you don't agree with what I say, then that's your opinion too. It's like it's all good. Not everybody's gonna get along. Not everybody's gonna fucking like you. You know, that's just the way it is. So yeah, now that I got this going, I definitely got to get my buddy Yankee. That's his name. He doesn't want me to use his first name or anything, but that's the name that I've always called him because that's his last name, believe it or not. But yeah, so well, he wanted to be called Evil. I'm like, I'm not fucking calling you Evil, you stupid fuck. What kind of nickname is that? Like, hey everybody, this is Silky B and Evil. No, Evil fucking sounds retarded. No, it's Yankee. Keep it as Yankee. And he's like, well, I don't want people to know. Like maybe like if they see me on the stream, they might whatever fucking I don't know. They know where I live, and I'm like, nobody knows where you live, and nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's unless you really screwed somebody over, like you'll be all right. Yeah, that's his last name, man. As for the schedule, like those kind of things, I think I need to I'd love to do it 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Or 6 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever, but nothing less than that. But I don't have a schedule. But after tonight, I'm gonna sit down and really write it up. I don't know, like just something. You know what I mean? Like I might not have that Yankee guy here every day because he can't be here every day. But I wouldn't mind having him here at least once or twice a week if I could, and possibly just me for the other 3 days a week or 4 days a week. I'd be just going live like this, and just eventually growing the channel, putting out better quality sound, I guess, or whatever. You know, just upgrading the shit and creating more of a fun experience for everybody. And I don't know, like some people were saying, oh, live's not the best way to go because then you can't edit it and this, that, and this, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll be the one of the only guys that are out there that are doing live shows. Because then you can't be phony and fucking edit it a bunch of times and cut out things that you said, blah, blah, you know, like that's just phony enough already. Anubis, clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety click clack, clickety click clack, click. How you doing, my brother? Anubis, he has the channel himself and he goes live from time to time. His little bit different from my style, but I'm trying to do the whole radio kind of thing, you know, like there's something about radio that I like, and this is kind of like this has like a radio vibe. So like, I was trying to get a sign for the background, a shooting the shit sign, but it's gonna cost like fucking $700. Go fuck yourself. I'll get some string lights, maybe make some some shit light on my own or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but I'm not spending $700 on a fucking light. Like this thing is just a light bulb that's shiny behind me, and that's good enough for now. I don't mind it. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, who knows? We'll see where this goes. We shall see where this goes, man. I have no idea, but I mean, like, I'm just going live tonight. I have nothing to hide. And yeah, I know I say like I don't want to gain any traction from this, but that would be cool. Like I have to admit, man, like if people started subbing and stuff, that'd be neat. You know, I'm not gonna fucking. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going live right now. I want to see where this could go. You know, like because there's a million people out there that do this shit. You know what I mean? But like I said, for a majority of them, it seems like it's very planned. It seems very like a non-genuine. You know, it's just I don't know. Live is the way to go. Even my buddy Yankee was saying like, "Oh, I don't want to do live because then I might say something." I was like, "Yeah, that's great, man. Fucking say it. Say what's on your mind." It's like as long as you like he's not a racist person. He doesn't say anything that's against any kind of like type of community, whether it's a gay community or midgets. You know what I mean? He just says what's on his mind. So it's like I'll never have some racist asshole on the show or somebody that's discriminating other people just because they live a certain lifestyle. Fuck them. I don't want to associate myself with those kind of people. But what I do want to do is just gather people together and speak about life. Be about it. I don't know. And yeah, I'm 44 years old. I've seen a lot of shit. I've been through some pretty hairy situations. I probably should have been dead a few times over already, but I'm still kicking, so I don't know, man. I might as well get some shit out there for now. See what happens. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say. I don't know. And the time for me is 11:21 VOD, but FFG clickety clack. Yeah, man, fucking those people are weak though, man. No offense to them, but it's like I hate to say it, man. Like I'm just. I mean, I don't hate to say it, but the only reason why I'm saying I hate to say it is just I'm not special. I'm just like you, or we're all the same. But there are some people that can be compromised, and it's just I'll never let that happen. Like no matter, I don't give a fuck if $1 million was involved. Like fuck it, man. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm not built like that. Because I think about more about the afterlife than the present. You know what I mean? Like I want to leave this life feeling good about what I did here. Besides making the cock jokes and my Uncle Jerry French kissing me or whatever, fuck, you know, saying some fucked up shit because it makes me smile and sleep well at night. Oh, Twitter, yeah. Yeah, yeah, trust me, I know about people there. Everybody's sensitive nowadays. You can't even say anything without being reported and shit, and that's fine, whatever. But I mean, like, yeah, Twitter. I think I'm pretty sure I deleted my account. I'm pretty sure Twitter's gone. I have Instagram, but I never use the shit. Uh, I had TikTok, but then my my account got deleted because I guess I just got too many warnings for commenting on people's. I guess if you speak your mind, you know, people don't like that. So, like you said, people are too sensitive. So yeah, I got the boot from there. And I was just uploading, just gaming fucking clips and shit like that. So it was nothing major. It was fucked up on TikTok anyways. I don't care. It was pretty evil. You see what kind of people were on there. And it's like I was starting to wonder what the fuck I was doing on there. I was like, man, am I that desperate? Not like I'm jerking off to anybody doing twerk videos, but the thought did cross my mind a few times. Just joking. I'm not a big fan of twerking. Oh, sorry, I gotta scroll back down here. I already know what 4chan 2.0 is. Yeah, Twitter. YouTube is pretty. Excuse me. I'm guessing that YouTube is pretty sensitive too. You know, you can only do so much, and you can only say so much before somebody like reports the live or whatever. But whatever. You know, I'm not here to piss off anybody, or I'm not here to to make any enemies or anything like that. But there are gonna some people. Man, I don't know. Not everybody's gonna agree with you, but if this channel ever got canceled, I'll just make another one. You know, I'm not going anywhere. I got nothing else to do, man. Like I'm 100% sober. All my friends are doing other shit. They're too damn busy. So I'm gonna do what I do, and do what I do best is shoot the shit. And yeah, learn as I go. You know, I don't want to lose a channel, but I mean, like I said, I can just make another one. It's fine. Start off from scratch. I That's the beautiful thing about starting off from scratch. You learn your lesson, then you kind of like learn what not to do and whatever. But I think everything's all good. Besides, I guess I swear a lot. Maybe that's a downfall of it. Oh, for sure. Yeah, people like to say like make up shit about. Some people lose their jobs, man. It's fucking crazy. Slop. Yeah, YouTube is YouTube. Whatever. I've had my account since 2010, so like I haven't really done. I would do shooting the shit, but from my PS5, you know. So I would just go to the main menu of a video game and then just talk with whoever came in. Nothing special. I was supposed to share this channel with a buddy, couple buddies of mine, but fuck it. I don't know. I'm just glad to see that it's working. This will give me the motivation. Not to say that because you guys are here, we're shooting the shit, but I'm saying like that the microphone actually works because I didn't have a proper microphone, and I didn't have a camera. This laptop is all fucked up. It's not even like working properly. The only thing it's good for is music. And yeah, I got my Galaxy that I'm kind of reading the chat off of. That's why I got to keep looking over here, and maybe I got to get some reading glasses too. Waiting for my benefits to kick in. And then I get my glasses. I used to be self-conscious about that when I was younger, and my Auntie Patty worked for, she was an optometrist, and she was able to hook us up because we were on welfare or whatever, but she hooked us up with free glasses. And I had a really nice pair of, what the fuck, Alfred Songs. I'll never forget that name. I don't even know what the fuck Alfred Song is, but I had a pair of Alfred Songs. And I wore them once in class, and everybody made fun of me, so I don't know. I would just kind of wear them quietly at home on my own time. But when my dad kicked me out, probably the 100th time that he's ever kicked me out, and I had to go live. That's a beautiful thing about getting kicked out too, because I lived in a multicultural neighborhood, right? So yeah, everybody from every race under the sun, everybody just lived in one big circle, and I had friends from all over the globe. And at least most of their parents weren't born here; they migrated here, but my friends were born here. So I would end up having, I don't know, like a lot of people took me in their homes for months, weeks, whatever, and I would stay with them. It was Italian, Filipino, African, Spanish, whatever. It was pretty cool. And at the same time, I got to learn a lot about different cultures, different foods, that kind of thing. And yeah, anyways, yeah, my Alfred Songs. I live with this with a buddy of mine named Joe, and one day I went to school and I came home, and his Italian dad or whatever, he was just wearing them, and he was wearing my fucking glasses. I was like, what the fuck? And I wasn't. Hey, Israeli, eh? God's chosen people. And yeah, he was wearing my glasses. Can you believe that shit? And I couldn't say nothing because I wasn't paying rent. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. That's a loss. He can have my reading glasses. I don't even know how we were the same prescription. He's probably still wearing them to this day. That old prick. Yeah, isn't I don't know. I'm starting to. I haven't really dove too deep into religion or anything either, but I'm starting to. I don't know. I kind of want to read the Bible too, and it seems like an interesting read, you know. So, especially when you see all these revelations coming to fruition, kind of grabbing my attention. Well, I appreciate that, Anubis, man. Thank you very much, sir. Much love. If I see you go live, I'll jump in too, at least to show my support as well. But even then, I think you're a good person, so yeah. If I didn't like you, then I probably wouldn't even be sub to your shit, right? So I'm not gonna support other people that don't see. I don't know. Is it weird for me to say that I have the gift to see the truth in people? You know what I mean? Is that sounds right? Like I don't know what it is. I've always been able to feel people, and like if somebody was sad and sad but they're smiling, you know, I would know that they're sad even though they don't look like they're sad. I'm just maybe an empath, but I can almost like I can just feel if somebody's a good person and when they're not. I was always able to see through the bullshit kind of thing. That's why like people didn't like me sometimes because they'd be in a circle telling their bullshit story, and then I would come along and they would just for somehow know that I wasn't buying into their shit, and I was like, is everybody else fucking robots? NPCs or whatever the fuck? Like I didn't know what an NPC was at the time, but back when this was happening, I was noticing like they could tell that I knew that they were bullshitting, but I didn't want to make them feel like shit, so I kind of just kept to myself, you know, like I'm not gonna call them out. Keep telling your bullshit story and have a good time with that. But people would kind of slowly push me away because I guess they could sense that I whatever could really see what was going on, if it was bullshit or not, what they were talking about. Yeah, for sure, bud. I'll be here, man. I have to get this attachment for my phone though, so at least I can charge it while I'm streaming, because I don't know how much battery is left on here. Excuse me. I think I can check though. Hold on. Well, I'm not too sure. It might just die on me. So if it just dies on me, then that was the show. And I appreciate you coming through. But I'm taking kind of a financial hit. I have no money in the bank at all. I'm actually minus, but I'm just taking that money that I have, and I'm just putting it into the show. This is my new hobby. I've always wanted to do this, and I always thought it would be cool to have like a radio show. But a video, I never thought about doing it with the camera, you know. So that's just this is all new to me. I'm used to just shooting the shit on the microphone. But with the video and everything involved, I think this is it makes it more interesting. You know, at least you can, like my girlfriend would say, like at least you can see the person that you're talking to. Otherwise, just a voice is one thing. But I mean, like You can see the scumbag piece of shit that you're yapping with, eh? Just joking. I'm not a scumbag. I used to think that I was, but I had to do some minor scumbag shit to realize that I was doing something wrong. You know that's how you become a better person. You learn from your mistakes and you grow. So like I just did some minor shitty things. I wasn't a bad guy, but I mean like I used to be like a petty thief or whatever. You know, I'd steal some small shit here and there, take $20 here and there out of my mom's purse or my grandma's purse, and now I understand. Like, you know, like I feel like shit even to this day for taking money from my grandma. You know, like I should have never done that. But I mean, it's too late now. Though, as long as I feel remorse for it and I know that it was wrong, then I think that's the main thing. If I didn't give a shit and didn't feel nothing, then I would be a scumbag piece of shit. It's the only way to look at it. It's too bad you couldn't. Oh, it's 12 a.m. Okay. Whereabouts are you? The voidless. The voidless? Oh, void. Okay. Yeah. Do you have a certain name, just in case if you ever do come back? I'm pretty good at remembering people, so I don't know if you just want me to call you Vod or Void. I can call you Void. Hey, Ontario, eh? Ontario, man. Just like us Winnipeggers in Manitoba. Fucking shithole. I used to go to work, and then as soon as I'd leave, I'd see somebody taking a shit on the sidewalk. And I'm like, oh, beautiful Winnipeg, Manitoba, eh? Void? Okay, cool. Void it is, brother. Nice to meet you. Thank you very much for finding your way here somehow. I don't know how you did. I guess maybe it's on the live. I don't know when you scroll. I guess it's just live channels. I'm not too sure how it works, but oh, like you said, the algorithm. So like, can you please explain to me the algorithm? Like, how does that work? Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. It didn't smell too pleasant either. You know, but you can still say good morning to these psychos while they're taking like mid shit. Shit's coming halfway out their asshole, and they're actually polite enough, even as a Canadian, to be like, "Oh, good morning," and like nothing's wrong, and be like, "Oh, well, you're still taking a shit on the sidewalk for fuck's sakes." Making me feel like a damn fool for going to work all day. I'd rather be that guy taking a shit on the sidewalk and relaxing by the lake or by the river and getting high on solvents. Yeah. I was gonna ask. Yeah, I think I asked you if you have a channel. I'll have to check you out next time when like I said, I'll check it out. But yeah, luck exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just the numbers. You know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. People press like, and then it shows a certain amount of likes, and then random people jump in. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah. Well, YouTube has it. I learned everything from YouTube. You know, when YouTube first came out, I was all over that shit. I couldn't believe it. I was watching all the music videos of songs that I loved. I was watching Kimbo Slice fights. That was the shit when it first came out. I ain't never seen nothing like Kimbo Slice, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I was addicted to YouTube, and then it was like anything I wanted to learn. There was always some asshole on there teaching you. But like, hey, how do you jerk off properly? Do. Just joking. There is no proper way to do it. It's bad. It's bad for your spirit. And it makes you look down at the ground all the time. You don't look people in the eye when you talk to them. You know, like takes away your confidence. Makes you feel like a piece of shit. Aria, clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety click, 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 clack. How you doing, my brother? Another fellow Canadian. Ari is in the house. I'm just doing my little talk show here, shooting the shit. And I actually got the microphone working. I don't know. Hold on. I'm not too sure if that turned up the volume or not, or if I have to speak directly into the microphone or whatever. But oh, excuse me. It seems to be working okay so far. I'm happy about it. And I kept putting this shit off, man. I always wanted to do it, but I was like, ah, fuck, I don't have the right equipment, or I just didn't have whatever. There's always an excuse, right? That's why I was smoking weed a lot, and that was really making me fucking overthink things, man. I was like, fuck, am I ever gonna do this shit, or what if somebody comes in and they start hating or whatever, you know? Like, you get trolls here and there, and people call you a piece of shit, say you have a bent cock. I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not a piece of shit, sorry, but I do have a bent cock. Don't judge me on that, because one day you're gonna get one too if you keep acting like a jerk off. And if you don't, then, well, fuck you. You know better than me. I don't give a shit. Like, my girlfriend doesn't care, you know? They calls it the elbow, the dirty hook. The Pearson plane crash. I landed back on Saturday and then it crashed Monday. Well, appreciate that, Aria. And Void, yeah. I don't. Was that the plane that turned upside down? I'm not sure if that's the one that you're talking about, but I heard a little story about that. Yeah, I don't watch the news or nothing, but there was a part of that I heard. I guess like a plane flipped over or wherever the fuck. I don't even know. Like maybe a strong gust of wind happened, or some fat bitch got up while they were taking off and went to go use the washroom, and then everything went weird. But apparently, a plane turned upside down. Oh, the Delta. Okay, yeah. That's fucked up, man. Like, it's like people are like, oh yeah, like they. It's there's probably like that one person that was on there. Like they have an extreme fear of flying. They're like, okay, fine. I'm gonna stop being weird. You know, like what are the odds that we're gonna crash? And they were just frightened, and then finally they wanted to be brave and go on a plane. Next, thing you know, that shit happened. Okay, well. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that's the only reason why I saw it. It was on the internet. But I mean, I think thankfully nobody died, right? Like it just there was a bunch of people that got injured or something. But I could be wrong. I don't know. If some people died and they floated on up and down or whatever. R.I.P. Maybe it's not even real. In the simulation, simulation like ambulance simulation. It's a simulation, ambulance, simulation. You gotta enunciate it properly. Oh, okay. Well, for a plane crash, man, nobody dying. That's pretty good. Seriously injured, that could mean like just maybe a physical disfigurement or something like that. But I don't know. That might change their life. Maybe that's what they needed to do better, be a better person. Maybe walk the straight and narrow. Or just yeah, shitty luck, man. Like fucking I don't know. Like literally shit happens. A plane can turn upside down, but I'd rather that happen on the tarmac or wherever the fuck it happened than flying over the ocean or something. Because that's one of the reasons why I don't travel and I don't go anywhere is because there's something about flying over. I don't want to fly over the ocean. That's my worst fear because I know some weird shit would happen where we'd crash and I'd be floating around and then all of a sudden my number one fear, well, my main fear that I have, I think really is which is weird because I'm never around it, but is sharks. I just, I don't know if I would realize it in the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'd just be like, oh, fuck, of course, you know. And yeah, sharks fucking terrify me. I don't know what it is. I can't even watch videos. It's like even that's funny if a shark clip comes on while you're looking at your phone while taking a shit, and all of a sudden you clench your cheeks and you need to get up off the toilet. It's like what? It's not like a shark's gonna fly through the toilet and fucking eat your ass, you fucking moron. But for some odd reason, it crosses my mind. It makes you clench the cheeks, pinch off that loaf, and get the fuck up because a shark could come and bite your ass cheeks and attack you through that little hole in the toilet. Yeah, it's silly, It's just that there's no reason for me to be scared of sharks because I've never been around them. But maybe in a past life I died and got killed by a shark. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'm a firm believer of life after death, and I'm thinking like maybe I could have had a past life. Obviously, who knows? Some people think that there's a million versions of your life happening right now, like infinity. Like at the end of the day, nobody fucking knows. But the one thing that I'm not really looking forward to it because I have a feeling when we die that we face all of our fears, right? It's all a test. One thing I know for certain though, if there is a light when I die, I'm not going towards it. I'm gonna go towards the darkness or the void. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go towards the other direction and see what happens. Because I think it might be like I've learned through other people as well. And their theory is that it's a trick to be reincarnated to keep doing the same shit that we're doing and becoming like a slave to another race. We're just doing all the bullshit work for them, or they're just feeding off our energy or whatever. I don't know. It's too complicated for me to comprehend, but I'm not going towards the light. Yeah, more people die from horses kicking them in the fucking head, apparently. Yeah, that thinking about life after death, man. It's just it's one of the things that's really had me thinking. I don't know, man. There's just something about it to the point where it totally consumes me. I can't really live a normal life because it's like an intense fear of the unknown. Because I've smoked DMT and I know it's gonna. And if you haven't smoked DMT, then you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But it's like when I smoked it, I actually felt what it was like to die. I guess to slip away, and I was like, "Fuck, that's the trippiest. That's the scariest fucking feeling that I've ever had was knowing that I was dying and feeling that I was dying." But then I actually recorded it. I have it on YouTube there, but I actually started fighting it, and I don't remember like actually getting up and all this other shit, but apparently I did in the video, and I was fighting for my life, man. I was fucking pale as a ghost. I was pale white. I was fucking cold sweating. It was weird, man. If I put my head down for one split second, I would go into a deep sleep and start snoring. My buddy was sitting there trying to shake me and wake me up, and it was fucking scary, man. Well, good for you, boy. Good for you, brother. 16, you stayed clean. At least you have your mind's not all clouded. I don't know if you mean like drinking alcohol too, because alcohol's that's a rough one, like that'll have you sucking dicks in a back alley. Just joking, no, probably wouldn't. But some people, they like me. I used to get too mouthy and get punched in the mouth, or I don't know, have two black eyes sometimes for saying certain jokes that I shouldn't have said, or I'd just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I would like get drunk and go party with a house full of hardcore gangsters. Eventually, they're gonna fucking not like what I'm saying, and I'm not a gangster, so I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's another thing too. Like, nothing wrong with your dad, man. Like, he just being a good father. Whether some people, I don't know who the fuck he is. Maybe he's an asshole, but at the end of the day, like if they care about you enough to keep you away from certain things like, that are gonna slow you down, like alcohol, drugs, whatever, like weed and shit, then they're a good parent. And sometimes that's the only thing that can really put a little bit of fear into a young man or a young woman is to threaten to kick them out. And unfortunately, when you do get kicked out, it's like, yeah, you got to fend for yourself. And like me, I had to like live with friends, families, and shit like that. And I'm just very fortunate that people took me in. Otherwise, I would have just ended up running with the wrong crowd, and I'd probably be dead already. You know, like just the way I was going. Like I should have died long time ago. I'm not bragging or anything, but like whether it was car crashes or being in the wrong place at the wrong time, people could have stabbed me, killed me, whatever. It's just I could have been murdered a couple of times, but I just sometimes I just snapped out of it, or I don't know whether you believe in guardian angels too or something. Maybe there was something over my shoulder helping me out. Otherwise, yeah, like I shouldn't be here yapping. I still have a theory that I'm dead right now, and maybe I just don't know it. Like I got hit by a car pretty heavy when I was a kid, and I still have I don't I doubt that I am, but I sometimes think that I'm dead and I died then for some odd reason. I'm still doing this for some reason. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I'm caught in purgatory, whatever you want to call it. And yeah. Ah, shit. Oh, of course, yeah. What did you say, Nexus? What the fuck is Nexus? That's a term that I've never heard, unless that was a misprint. But was a Nexus means like the possibility of what could be if something happened. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. I'll have to check out USA someday. You know, I'd like to check out like an NBA game or something. That'd be cool. One thing for sure, if this thing ever blows up, I'm gonna get Larry Johnson on here. He used to be my favorite basketball player when he played for the Charlotte Hornets, the New York Knicks, and now he's an old bastard like me, and that'd be pretty fucking cool to have him on shooting the shit and let him know how much I appreciated watching him play basketball growing up. And now I'm getting up there, but I don't know, man. It's got to be whatever. I don't know. I'm starting to just learn new things. I'm starting to lean towards other religions, and I'm just trying to figure out shit. You know, like I'm a very confused individual still. And even then, I'll never have the proper answers. But I just, like I said, I have a feeling like I have the gift to see through the bullshit. So if I don't feel something, then I know that it's not right. And that's not even being egotistical. It's maybe that was my gift, just to know to know what's true and what's not. And it's helped me a lot, and it helped me maintain who I am. You know, because I don't want to be, I never wanted to be a piece of shit, but I mean, like, without that kind of that being self-aware of stuff like that, you might, like that other guy said, or maybe you mentioned it, but people become different people with money, or they grow a fan base on YouTube or social media, and it consumes them, and they become somebody else, you know. And I've seen that happen many times. It's like they become a piece of shit all of a sudden, like I don't know, they start hanging out with a different crowd that has ill intentions for them, you know. Like they want to bring them down, and maybe that's the devil. Evil shit. Okay, I got you. Ah, okay. For traveling purposes, yeah. So yeah, like just without having a criminal record and shit like that too, and whatever. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. There you go. You get the special wristband. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Do you travel a lot back and forth, or because that would make sense? You know what I mean? Like if you're going back and forth a lot, then of course the less hassle the better. Or you could be like those assholes that have a shit ton of money and they just have a private jet and fly above all the poor people. And they don't give a fuck. They go wherever they want when they want. But at the end of the day, I've seen people with money and they got all the money in the world, and you would think that they're the some of the happiest people on the planet, but it seems like a lot of them are bored. It's like when you have everything, there's not there's no excitement. You know what I mean? There's no big surprise anymore. It's like you think of something. Hey, I want to go have an ice cream in Italy right now. I'll just fly there in my private jet and be there in 6 hours, whatever the fuck it would take. And people can fucking do that, and I think once you reach that certain level, it's like life becomes kind of repetitive in a sense, like just your routine and shit. Like you can have anything you want, and it's like you don't really have to earn it because it's already you can just buy it. But I mean, if somebody came from nothing and they earned their way, and it wasn't like hand me down money or whatever the fuck, then I don't know. They might appreciate things when they get it, but it's a hard one. I don't know. I've just seen people with a lot of money and they seem like they're pretty bored eventually. Like no, no, no. I wish I was one of those guys. Yeah, just let me be a billionaire. Me personally, I'd be happy just to be a thousandaire. You know, like I'm sick of being in the minus. But I've been broke my whole fucking life, so it's I don't know. It sounds like I'm bragging about being broke. Yeah, that's nothing to brag about. But I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, like, fuck, I've been broke my whole fucking life, and it just I haven't really known anything else. I've never actually really had money. Like my bank account has never been above $1,500, man. I don't know. Which is sad because I'm 44 years old and I have no money for retirement or nothing. And it's like, fuck it. I don't give a shit anymore, man. I don't fucking care. I know I should give a shit about my future and all that, and I don't know. I just hope my girlfriend puts away some money and she'd take care of us and wipe my ass when I'm an old man and don't throw me into a nursing home where they beat me and feed me full of medication. Well, exactly. Yeah, like yeah, true. Elon Musk. He's another dude though. I don't know. I just this is my opinion. I don't trust him. I really don't trust Elon Musk. I don't know what he's up to, but he's up to something, right? So I don't know. I don't trust him. He seems a little fucking weird to me. But I guess, but whatever. It's pretty cool. Let him do his thing, you know. Like he's one of the richest people on the planet. Besides these unknown, what do they call people that got that oil money in Dubai, you know, and shit like that. Like they're multi-billionaires and trillionaires, even some people, you know, with that kind of money. It's like, what the fuck do you do with all that? Buy towns, buy a city, buy a country, buy the world like Kanye West wanted to do. I think he wanted to buy the earth. Yeah, it's rough, but whatever. Like you said, and luck, man, luck can change it. What if this turned into something? Then I was able to gain a small following, you know, and I was making a bit of money from YouTube or something. Then at least I could take that money and put it into a savings account and invest it or whatever in something, right? Like invest in real estate and then maybe make money off of that and make some smart moves instead of dumb moves. But for the time being, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not in a position to be saving money because just the bills that I have and shit. It's like after I'm done paying my bills, I'm just living check to check, man. Like it's the way she goes. And I could stop spending like a little bit of money here and there that I do on myself or my girlfriend, but it's like then I'm not really living at all. I'm just fucking saving up for when I'm fucking an old piece of shit. I don't care, man. Throw me in the back lane. I'll shit all over my legs. Throw me in a nursing home. Fine. I'll sit there and laugh. I don't care anymore. I'll fucking go crazy in a nursing home and play fucking Crazy 8 Countdown with some old bitch. Like I said, I'm not worried about this life. I'm more worried about what happens after this. So, not that I'm worried. I'm figuring life after death is gonna make more sense than this shit. Maybe this life is meant to be tough, you know? Like, how else are you gonna learn to appreciate shit in life if you haven't been through it? If you haven't been through shit, then like you're not gonna be able to truly appreciate anything. You're just gonna be like I don't know, expectant of everything. This is how this is supposed to be. This is how this is supposed to be. Well, okay. I'm just glad I don't have AIDS. Yeah, that's about it. I'm just glad I don't have AIDS. No offense to people with AIDS. If you got AIDS, you know why you got it. Oh, I'm a strong believer in believing, you know, like in I don't know, like manifesting your own reality in a sense. Like there's a trick to it though. You have to like almost blindly believe in what you're envisioning, and it will come to fruition. It might not exactly appear the way that you thought it would, but I mean, like you will eventually be met up with that manifestation. It's up to you whether or not you want to accept it or not, or take it on. And I think at this point I got nothing to lose, so I'm just like, any of my manifestations are coming to fruition and it meets me halfway. I'm gonna jump on that opportunity and just go with it. Cause like whatever. I've seen it things. I don't know. I've experienced too many things where speaking things into existence, it just happened too much, man. Where it's true. You really can manifest your own reality to a certain extent. You have to be realistic about it somewhat, and you have to be precise in what you're thinking about and truly believe in it. You can't have any fucking doubt about what you want. Because what you want, you'll get. You know, if you fear that nothing will work out, then nothing's ever going to work out. Because you always believe that. Oh, fuck, nothing goes my way, or the world's against me, man. Everybody's against me. Well, fuck. Then yeah, that's what it's going to be. But if you feel like you're going to be successful, it's like financially or whatever, then you will become successful eventually. But I don't know. Like I said, it just doesn't happen like that. It's like an opportunity will present itself, and without you really knowing, okay, well this will be the one that gets me over the top. But you gotta walk through that door, whether you're scared or not. I'm not really being too clear on what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure anybody that's listening would understand, you know, where I'm getting at. You need to believe in yourself, man. It depends if you want to summon ponies, but I mean, like, I don't think it'd be like that. Who knows? Like, fucking life can change at any moment. For some odd reason, you would come into a lot of money or something, and then something would change your heart where you went on a vacation and you saw like a pony that was hurt in the street or some shit. I don't know, fucking. Just using it as an example. Or you had a change of heart, or you looked a pony in the eye and you saw what a beautiful animal it was, and you helped it and it felt great. And next thing you know, you have a farm and you're just saving ponies. And there, you manifested ponies. Just don't fuck them. But yeah, anything can happen. That's why they say, like, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, kind of thing. And yeah, that's another thing too. Like, a lot of people, they oh, I wish I was rich, man. I wish I had all this money. And then some people get that money, but then they turn into a total piece of shit and they lose everything they lose their friends and family, and they end up losing all their money. They become a drug addict or an alcoholic or something, and some people like they would wish that they never even came into that money. You know, they wish that they were just back doing their regular 9 to 5 and being with the people that they cared about and loved. So you got to be careful. Yeah, that too. You know, and they wish for hot chicks, but even then, it's like that could be a trap. But I mean, if you're young, then yeah, you know, live your life, man. You got a lot of living to do, a lot of lessons to learn. And if it's hot chicks, then yeah, when I was young, that's all I thought about. Besides playing basketball, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. Apparently, I thought I would be in the NBA, and I was probably good enough, and I could have been good enough if I had the right mentorship and went to basketball schools and all this other shit. But I just never did. You know, like I was just naturally good at sports when growing up, whether it was soccer, baseball, hockey, football, basketball, fucking ping pong, anything. Playing pool. I was a good swimmer too. Like I don't know. Like I could have went in any direction, and yeah, I didn't. But I mean, like even to this day, I can still play any sport. I'm still really good at sports, but I'm just not going to be a professional athlete at this point. Too old, man. But I'm not too old to still play the game that I love, which is basketball. And I kind of fell off there. I haven't played basketball for a while, so I need to get back into it. Hey, yeah, appreciate that, Boyd. Thank you very much, man. It was very nice talking to you, brother. You seem like a nice person yourself, and I ain't going nowhere, man. I will figure out a schedule, and at least I'll have an idea of when I'm going to be on here and there, and instead of just randomly jumping on, so I can, I don't know, grow, grow this channel. The sky's the limit, baby. Clickety clickety, clickety clack. I got to get the Discord happening too. I got a Discord, but I'm not active in it, so I got to get that going. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for coming through. I'll check out your channel too. Clickety clickety clack. It's too bad I couldn't play music on YouTube, but it's like I'll get a copyright strike or whatever. I don't know. And that would be neat. I wonder if I could share this though. I'm gonna try and share this live if you don't mind me doing something here. I was gonna call my buddy Yankee, but he's not around. I'd like to get him on here, but he's incognito. Maybe I can share it. Yeah, hold on. Oh, whatever. I'll figure it out. Next time I'll have a better idea of what I'm doing. So figure it out, man. Eh? I might just call it a stream soon. It was a good run. And then yeah, build the channel, man. Fuck, it looks like I'm balding, eh? Just I got a fucking big receding hairline. Balding prick. I never had hair growing up. You know, I always well, fucking, we grew up poor, so we didn't have money for haircuts. So the cheapest way to do things was just to shave your head. Anybody can get a pair of clippers. But now that ever since COVID hit, I just started growing out my hair. I was like, fuck it. And then I started getting down to my shoulders, and I was like, let's see where this goes, you know? And now it's like almost halfway down my back, and I'm like, fuck it. Keep it going. Keep it growing, keep it going. The only thing that kind of stops growing is your pubics. Nothing wrong with that, though, eh? All right, well, I think I might just wrap it up here. I think I had a good first show. Fuck it. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't just total silence or anything. I was able to at least talk. Or maybe I could get Yankee on the phone, though. I wonder. I'll text him at least. I'll see if he's up. If he replies, then I'll get Yankee on the phone, and we'll keep this live going for a bit. But if he doesn't answer, then fuck it. Because that's another thing too. I gotta get Yankee in the studio, man. The studio, fuck, I don't know. This room that I'm in, it's not really a studio. It's just a room. But yeah, I'll get Yankles in here, and he'll shoot the shit. He's a funny dude, man. I appreciate him. Excuse me. Asperger's, autism, whatever. He's autistic, and he's a fucking funny guy. And I can't wait for everybody to meet him. And at least when things are kind of dying down and there's nothing to talk about, at least I have him sitting there and across from me, and we're just shooting the shit with each other, if not with everybody else that's in here, right? So there'll never be an awkward pause or silence and shit. Like, not that it's awkward, but it's like, I don't know what the fuck else. What else can I really say? Like, I have it'll never end. I have nothing. I mean, I always have something to talk about or something to say, but it just seems like I'm just yammering on now. You know, I'm not really saying anything worthwhile. But fuck it. Yeah, he's not getting back. I think we'll call it a stream, and I appreciate anybody that came through and anybody that supports this channel. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. And let's remain humble, stay true to ourselves, and keep clickety clicking, clickety clacking, clickety click clack click clacking, and never lacking genuine. What the fuck was I gonna say there? Fuck, I'm a retard. I was gonna say genuine something, but anyway, just being who you are, and never forgetting that, and never changing. Don't be something else for somebody else. Fuck them. Anyways, clickety clack, one love. I'm out, but I will be back eventually, and yeah, we'll figure out a schedule and all that, and go from there. All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you.